Hey everyone, Jeff here, back again for another episode of The Coin Show in Jeff's Man Cave. And for this episode, we're going to follow up on what we talked about previously, where not to buy coins. Now, in the last episode, I covered a catalog that came to my house. It was a warehouse overstock kind of catalog. Had lots of things in it, and also had coin ads. And I went through and explained in a lot of detail why you shouldn't buy coins from them. There are a lot of other outlets to buy coins from. Some good, some okay if you know what you're looking for, and some really, really bad. This next one falls into the middle category. Some things are okay, some things are really bad. You got to know what you're looking for, what the prices are currently, and sometimes you can get an okay deal. A lot of times you can get a not so good deal. So again, this is the information here has been barred out in red because I'm not going to promote these outlets, and I'm not going to send you there to buy things unless I tell you otherwise. But this is just a generic right here. This is just a generic late night cable TV coin show where they sell coin related things, not even coins sometimes. See here, nice shiny bills on the table, and they're gold. They're calling them gold aurum because I guess aurum is the Greek word for gold. Google it. I'm not sure. Anyway, as you can see right here, the price for one note is $19.95. And in the description up here, you're getting 1/10 of a gram of 24 karat gold. Well, the gold price right now is around, it's about $1,250 for an ounce of gold. And with the help of Google here, it also breaks it down into grams. It's $40.33 for a gram. And in this ad over here, you're getting 1/10 of a gram. So math, you're getting $4 worth of gold on these gold-plated dollar-type things. Now, from what I remember from this episode, these are not reproductions of old notes. These are made specifically for this coin show, which I won't mention, and they're liberty and patriotic themed notes. I believe there's Statue of Liberty on the obverse, and I'm not sure about the reverse on them. But anyway, at $20 per note, containing $4 of gold, this is not an investment. And what I remember about this show is they were saying, if you want to invest in gold, here's a cheap way to do it. Sort of. You're only getting $4 worth of gold, and they're charging you $20, so right off the bat, I would say it's not a really good investment. What you could argue, though, and probably successfully, is these are neat. They might be collectible. I'm not really sure how many of each note is made, if they're limited edition, if they're stamped with a serial number. Probably all of the above, knowing these late night shows. But okay, spending $20 to get $4 worth of gold, that's not such a good investment. Call any investment broker in Yellow Pages and they'll tell you that. Common sense will tell you that. But you are getting $4 worth of gold. So the other $15 you could rack up as the cool factor. And I will admit, these are pretty cool. So you just have to make the decision on if you think they're $15 cool or not. So that's the story on these. But what I started thinking is if you only have $4 worth of gold here, could you get these cheaper somewhere else? And I sort of already know the answer because I did this. When I saw these on the Late Night Coin Show, I went shopping around the internet and I found something similar to these, not these exact ones because I believe these were copyrighted through this coin show and they were made specifically for them. You can't get them anywhere, anyplace else, which is a selling point for them. But I found similar things. And a popular online auction site that shall remain nameless has a whole bunch of them listed. Now it's $19.95 over here for one. And the first listing here, 1/10 gram, 24 karat gold, limited edition, Lady Liberty design. So it's very, very similar to these. And this is $23. Buy it now, free shipping. So even more expensive. One underneath it, 1/10, same exact bill from the picture anyway. $14.95 or best offer. And that's where my deal came in. I actually did buy not those exact notes. I bought reproductions of actual US currency. So I've got a $5 bill that looks like a $5 bill, but it's made of gold. A $2 bill, a 10, a 20, and I think 100. I bought this pack of 5 or 6 bills at a best offer, and it was accepted, and I believe I paid $20 for all of them together. So I got them for $3 or $4 each. So I got them pretty much at gold spot price. And if you look around this auction site, you'll probably find similar deals, or shoot them a best offer that you can live with and see if they take it. But right here, we've already undercut the late night coin show people by $5 simply by clicking to an online auction site that shall remain nameless. And here's 16, 18, there's 23, 25, there's a 30, there's a very optimistic seller there, 28, 30. So these type of things are out there at a wild variety of prices, anywhere from half price to double price. So this is where your shopping instincts kick in, and if you really like the look of these gold bills, you can go find them somewhere cheaper. Okay, up next, this is another staple for these late night coin shows. Limited edition, exclusive, however they want to market them. Either gold-plated, silver-plated, platinum-plated, colorized, hologram. The variations are pretty much endless, but they have themes. This one is our President, Donald Trump. This picture was taken right around the time of the inauguration, or slightly before, if I recall correctly, when there was a lot of hype about him becoming the next president. And this coin show offered these exclusive 24-karat gold-plated coin collection. Not only were they coated with 24-karat gold, they were colorized. And these colorized elements here are basically stickers. I've seen similar coins to this. I've even pulled them out of circulation. The 50-state quarter program had a colorized and stickerized and hologram version, and gold-plated, silver-plated, all the above. Every quarter in the series got this kind of treatment. So with the presidential dollar series wrapping up last year, all the presidents who were able to be put on a coin were, and of course those are, say this delicately, the ones who were no longer with us. One of the laws of the land when it comes to coins is no living person can be depicted on a coin. So only presidents who have passed can be on a coin. So what this show did, and a lot of other coin providers did, was to set up these special edition, non-monetary, non-official U.S. Mint presidential coins so us collectors could fill the holes in our presidential coin albums to complete the set of 45 presidents. So there's an unofficial Obama coin out there. There's an unofficial Bush, both of them, Clinton, Carter. They're all out there. Some of them look just like the official U.S. Mint releases, and some are colorized like this one. Now this set, see right here, the price of one set, $24.95. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. But what you're actually getting is this is a 50-cent piece, and the reverse has been colorized, I guess you would be generous to say, with a sticker of the presidential seal, and it says Donald Trump, 45th president. Over here, this is kind of unusual. I hadn't seen this before. The vice president got a coin as well. And if I recall correctly, this is the Indiana state quarter. They put this sticker on over George Washington on the obverse, and if you flip it over, it's actually the Indiana state quarter. And this one right here is the New York state quarter. Again, Donald Trump's colorized presence here has been put over top of George Washington. You can see Liberty here, and the bottom part of the Washington bust on the quarter. And the same over here. This is also a New York quarter. There's Washington's profile, very evident in this one. Now, these are not just colorized, but right here they're saying 24 karat gold plated, so not even advertising that these are the colorized versions or stickerized. The whole coin is plated in 24 karat gold, and then these colorized stickers are put over the appropriate obverse or reverse. 25 bucks. You know, I'm not really into novelty coins. Some of them are cool, and I've been known to buy novelty coins here and there. Not really for collecting, and certainly not for investing, but more of the cool factor. When friends or family come over and they know I'm a coin collector, they'll say, well, show me something cool. And sure, I could pull out a Morgan dollar, a Peace dollar, or something that I think is really cool, but they're like, an old coin. Okay, is that really so cool you had to collect it? But if I pull out these things, that kind of wow factor kicks in for them. So I've learned over the years that every once in a while to buy something like this and set it on my shelf. When people come over to visit, they see it and say, oh, are you a coin collector? And it sparks a conversation. So for 25 bucks for 4 coins there, in little snap tight holders for each coin, and there's also some kind of a presentation black velvet box here. All that together for 25 bucks, not such a bad deal, actually, as long as you're aware you're not making an investment in gold. And that was the point where because I wanted to put this next to the gold notes that we just talked about. On this show, they're saying, well, yeah, it's cool, and yeah, you're completing your collection with the presidents, but you're making an investment in gold. And that is the bad part of the salesmanship, in my opinion anyway, because there is no investment in gold here. The amount of gold on these coins is literally microscopic. I had seen on another show that was a little more disclosing than this one was, that each coin had approximately 5 milligrams of gold. And we talked about that on the last show. 5 milligrams at current gold prices works out to be 4 cents. And of course, that would vary on the size of the coin. There's obviously a little more gold in this 50-cent piece than there are in the state quarters or the presidential dollars. I think this one is no, they're all quarters. But gold-plated anything gold-plated, just recognize that you're not making an investment in gold. The amount of actual gold used in the plating process is so microscopic that if you actually took these coins out of their holders, you could probably rub the gold off the coin with your hands. So there's a tiny bit of gold in there, not investment amounts at all. So disregard anything that says 24 karat gold plated as an investment. It's just cool. So for this deal right here, again, like the previous deal, if you think it's 25 bucks cool, go ahead and pull the trigger on it. Just recognize that you're not getting anything numismatically valuable and investment valuable. This is just a novelty item. So let's see if I can find anything like this on another auction site for less money. And as you can see over here, yeah, Not exactly this set. Again, because I believe these are proprietary of the exact coin show that I took this screen grab from. But you can find similar things at less money. Here's a gold and silver eagle, $11.50. Buy it now. $20. Here we go. Now this is almost exactly what this is over here. Different pictures, but same idea. 24 karat gold plated, and they're colorized, and you could buy it now for $15.88. So there you go. If you think it's cool for $25, great, buy it there. If you were a little more shopping savvy, look around the interwebs, find something cheaper, and you could get it for quite a bit cheaper. So always research what you like and shop around, because save yourself a ton of money. So let's go on to the next deal I saw on this coin show. Okay, another Donald Trump 45th president. Oddly enough, this one's a 22 karat gold plated bill. Maybe it's 22 karat because it's a $2 bill, and that was the theme there. Not entirely sure. 2 carats got away. Anyway, these $2 bills have been available for a long time. Unless it's a very special $2 bill, old silver certificates in pristine condition, or there are a lot of collectors out there that go for serial numbers. This could be a whole nother show later on. I think I'll do it. But serial numbers are really important in the bill collecting community. Star notes, you've probably heard of star notes. Also, they're called radars or mirror image serial numbers, low number serial numbers. There's a whole bunch of reasons that serial numbers are important on bills, and we'll cover that in another show. But these $2 bills that have been enhanced with either printing or gold foil. Every Christmas, it seems, a Santa Claus bill comes out. I've also seen Elvis put in this little oval right here, replacing Thomas Jefferson. So the novelty of the $2 bill has been around for a long time. And having the 45th president printed on one is no surprise. Again, over here, $24.95 for this bill. If you think it's $25 cool, pull the trigger on it. I will never tell anyone don't collect something. If you like it and you can afford it and you think it's a good deal, go for it. But just know there are options out there. That these late night coin shows are not the only place to buy stuff. To buy novelty stuff, for sure. So let's go to the auction site. This one appears to be a real $1 bill, like I said earlier with the Santa Claus. But Trump has been inserted over Thomas Jefferson. This one is a little more like the one on the Late Night Coin Show. It's a real $2 bill, and here's the colorized printing and the gold around the border. So this one's pretty close, and it comes in a little presentation pocket display thing here. 1841. So you can find this somewhere else cheaper. There is a lot to be said for, on their behalf, there's a lot to be said for the convenience of watching the show and ordering from these people and having it shipped right to your house. They would say it's more convenient. So, and there's something to be said for that. But just be aware that if you like something you see on their show, you don't have to really buy it from them. You can look around someplace else and find the same exact thing or something very close to it cheaper. Okay, continuing on our gold theme, I'm going to wrap it up with this. This is really cool. For the 100th anniversary of the Mercury dime, which was first released in 1916, 2016 rolls around. It's the 100th anniversary of that coin first being struck. So to commemorate that, the U.S. Mint struck new 2016 Mercury dimes in gold, solid gold. So immediately, these are not plated or anything. These are solid gold. They're issued directly from the mint. You're going to pay quite a bit of money to find these. They were struck in very limited amounts. They were available only on the U.S. government mint site for a couple days. They were sold out almost immediately, mainly because a lot of these late-night coin show people bought as many as they were legally allowed to buy, and then put them on their shows and jacked the price up. You see, $500 for this coin. They were sold for the spot price of gold plus a little bit as a premium, but not this much here. The 2016 Mercury Dime Centennial Gold Coin. Struck in .9999. I believe that's one of the first times the mint ever struck it in .9999. 4 nines fine. And it weighs 1/10 of an ounce. Now, these have been sold out for a while. I don't see a price on here. 1/10 of an ounce. And the current spot value of gold is $12.55. So if you were to buy this as a gold investment currently, you'd want to spend $125 roughly. That's the gold bullion value in that coin. And if this was something else, I would say you should only pay $125 because that's the amount of gold in it. But this isn't. This was officially struck by the U.S. Mint. It is a real Mercury dime. It has numismatic value, far above its bullion value. And it almost immediately became fodder for late-night coin shows such as this. So, do you want to pay $500 for one of these? First, let's shop around a little, see if we can get it somewhere else for less. You're not going to get it anywhere near gold melt value. I guarantee it. But let's try the online shopping auction site. So if you are dead set, you need one of these for your Mercury Dime collection, and you don't want to pay $500 for it in a late night coin show, shop around. You can catch it for, here's $260 or a best offer, $255, $264. Here's one at $348, another $348, $240. So you can definitely find it cheaper someplace else. And if you can save half off from not buying it from the late night coin show and buying it from an online auction site, save 50% off, who wouldn't do that? So always shop around. All right, let's get out of the gold subject here. I've got a few other things that these late night coin shows sell. More often than not, they're selling gold-plated something or other, platinum something or other, colorized hologram, novelty stuff. So, like I said earlier, if you like those things, go ahead and buy them. Shop around, maybe get them cheaper someplace else, but if you like something and you can afford it, go ahead and buy it, put it in your collection. No one can tell you what you can and can't collect. Remember that. Now, most of what I seem to catch on these late night shows are the novelty coins, like we talked about earlier. Once in a great while, they will actually bust open their vaults and sell real U.S. coins. And these always pique my interest. And I watch their shows because they spout a whole lot of information about the coins, the history, the weight, the designer, as information to entice people to buy this coin. So I watch out of curiosity. Sometimes they get their facts wrong, and I like to yell at the TV. My wife says I yell at the TV too much when they get something wrong, but oh well. So I decided to, fact check some of their sales of real coins. Again, the novelty stuff is okay, but when they sell real coins and start harping about the investment opportunities you're being given here to invest in gold or silver, that's when I start to really want to look around to see if you're getting a good deal through these places. And these late night coin shows really provided the impetus for me to get this idea to start fact checking or price checking all the different ways you can buy coins. So what we have here is a 1922 uncirculated piece dollar, 90% silver, $49.95. And of course, during the broadcast, they were saying how great of a deal this was. You won't find these anywhere else cheaper. We got a limited number. Call now, that kind of thing. So let's check around to see if I didn't really want to buy from these people. Could I buy this someplace else cheaper? You probably know the answer to this by now. Let's go to our online auction site. $33.75, brilliant uncirculated. Condition of this looks pretty similar to the condition of this. There's a $28.50, similar condition. $26.40, similar condition. And this is an S, by the way. This over here is a Philadelphia, a P mint. Lots more of Philadelphia minted coins exist than San Francisco minted coins. So there you go. Shop around. That's the theme of this entire thing. Shop around and make sure you're getting a good deal, no matter where you buy from. Your coin shop, online through these online auctions, catalogs, late night TV shows. Just jot the information down, what coin, what grade, what price, and check all your other options before you buy from anybody. Okay, one of the last things that you'll see a lot of on these coin shows are proof sets. And for a long time in coin collecting history, proof sets were where it's at. All coin collectors collected proof sets because they're the best example of what each coin should look like. The mint makes special dies that are highly polished. They make special planchets, which are the blank coins before they're struck, planchet, that are highly polished. And each proof coin is struck multiple times to get the full impression of the die onto the planchet to make the coin. So proof coins have always been special. Contrast that with the coins you find in your pocket, the regular business strike coins. They're all struck once. They're made from planchets that are just stamped out of the sheets of metal, whether it be copper or, back in the day here, silver or nickel, whatever the composition may be. They're just stamped out, thrown down a chute into a bin. Some guy takes the planchets out of the bin, throws it in a hopper. Hopper rolls it down to the die stamps it, coin rolls off into another bin. So there are lots of contact marks, scratches, scrapes, that kind of thing. Just go pull some coins out of your pocket with some shine on them that are relatively new. That's the best, pretty much, that a business strike can look. Proof coins, on the other hand, are handled with special care. They're never touched by human hands. They're placed in these packages and sealed right at the mint, right after they were struck. So they're supposed to be the perfect examples. So these late night coin shows really hype up the specialness of proofs. Special coins, special planchets, special die, special handling, never touched by hands. That's all cool, and that's what collectors really jumped on board with for the majority of the coin collecting hobby. Until the 50-state quarter program kicked in, I would venture a guess it would be safe to say that most collectors went for proof sets. So, of course, late night coin show people pitch to coin collectors of all ages, and people of a certain age like me dig proof sets. So they market proof sets. So here's a 1961 Philadelphia minted proof set. Now that's important to note because Philadelphia struck almost all the proofs throughout history up until the late 60s when the San Francisco Mint took over. So pretty much all proofs from here, 1968 on, were all struck in San Francisco, so they have the S Mint mark. So for people who are newer to the hobby and might be watching the show, they took a second to say these are Philadelphia, 1961 Philadelphia minted proofs. And unopened in the original mint packaging, they hyped all that information on the show, and they want you to pay, we'll just say $65, so it's $60 plus $5 shipping and handling. So $65 is the bar on this late night coin show. Can we get it cheaper somewhere else? If you don't know the answer of this by now, you haven't been paying attention. Unopened, $22.50. Buy it now. There you go. Shop around. The main theme of this show: shop around. $33. So, all right, you're probably bored by now of seeing me trash late night coin shows. So let's move on to something else real quick before I wrap this video up. I've had quite a few questions. Not only where should I or shouldn't I buy coins, but where should I go to value the coins I have now? There are a lot of really good resources out on the internet. I'll show you a couple of the ones that I rely on, and you can make your own decisions, surf all of them, and see which ones you enjoy going to, and go to all of them. Compare from one to the other. Shop around for a value just like you would shop around for a price. Because these websites will differ on their opinions of coin value. But like I said in the last episode, I found that the site called Coin Study is pretty close. It's a good rough estimate of your coin's value, and the website layout is really cool. They break it down into denominations. So let's go to nickels. And then every era of nickels is represented. You can click on the Buffalo nickel you found in your change. Click on the Buffalo nickel, and it goes to all the years. And basically, good on the low end, middle of the road, fine, and then high end, and then uncirculated. So this is a good rough estimate of what your coin is. And we really need to do a show about grading in the future. Each series of coins has its own specific markers for how they're graded, from good on the low side of the spectrum all the way up to MS or mint state. The coin grading scale goes from 0 all the way up to 70. It's not a 100-point scale. It's 0 to 70. So you could have a 2 or a 68 or a 45 or any number in between. So grading is very important, especially when it comes to value. So we will have a show on grading coins sometime in the future. But this is coinstudy.com. Like I said, it's really easy to navigate around the website. It's quick and easy, and then the coin values themselves I've cross-referenced with other coin sites. Not just the collector value, but the buying value, the selling value, the gold or silver bullion value. Take all those into account, and coinstudy.com closely represents an average value. And they even average out the values here. They'll say it's worth $12 to $18 in good condition. So they're ballparking. And if you're out someplace at a flea market or yard sale or a pawn shop or wherever you come across coins in the wild, and you got your phone and you want somewhere to look real quick, couple clicks to get the information, coinstudy.com is my go-to. But do a Google search on coin values and you'll get a whole list. Some of the ones that I use, I've pulled up and bookmarked here. Let's see. that one. Here we go. Here's the Whitman website. It is Whitman.com. And if the name Whitman sounds familiar, the little blue books that a lot of beginning collectors and long-time collectors, and for a long time it was the only option, but a lot of collectors have used the Whitman books to put their coins in. The company actually puts on their website values of coins and pop-up pictures. Apparently that's new. So you can look around, and if you're interested in Kennedy half-dollar values, click on that. It'll take you to a price guide similar to the coin study page. So Whitman.com I use once in a while. Coin Week. Now, if it sounds familiar, Coin Week is actually a magazine on the newspaper stands and your pharmacies and such. It's a magazine, a monthly magazine. And their website has a whole bunch of price guides. They've also assembled their go-to places for coin values. And go to coinweek.com and then click around their website and you'll find this. A whole bunch of websites to click on to get coin values. Now, one thing we haven't talked about in a while are error coins. If you have questions about error coins, I've detailed some things on my YouTube page, especially with the 50 state quarter program. There's been a ton of errors in there. And if you're a Lincoln Cent collector, my go-to is the Lincoln Cent Resource, and that is lincolncentresource.com. The gentleman who made this page spent an inordinate amount of time getting all the errors and varieties of the Lincoln Cent into one website, and then detailed pictures of each error of each coin. This must have taken years to complete. And this, if you're a Lincoln Cent collector, this is your one-clicking place to go to. Key dates, the low minted cents in the series. The big daddy of them all, of course, is a 1909 SVDB. Less than 500,000 of them were ever minted. So when you're out coin roll hunting, this is the one that you would really want to find in circulation. And here's the top 4. Semi-key dates. Top 10 lowest mintages. Of course, there's the SVDB mentioned previously. And the highest known grades between the 3 major coin grading services. So lots of information here. You could literally spend weeks clicking around this website looking at all the information. And it's even broken down into die pairs, known die pairs of rare coins. So if you get a reproduction or a fake, you can take your coin and compare it to these known dies to see if yours stacks up. So there we go, lincolncentresource.com. And before we go, if you're clicking around the interweb and you're seeing this coin show on cable TV or somewhere else, or you were linked to it from Facebook, this is where I've collected all my coin shows on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and type in The Coin Show, and one of my videos will pop up, hopefully. And then click on the page and come to my channel and see all the other stuff I'm doing. There's some Jeff Man Cave stuff in here, and there's some video game stuff and cassettes and $6 Million Man Lunchbox. Basically all my hobbies fall under this channel, and the coin show is one of them. And if you look down here, here's coin roll hunting quarters, and I've got some error coins in there. So click around, check around, and check out more episodes of the Coin Show. This one right here is going to be Coin Show number 43. Here's the previous episode, number 42, where not to buy coins. And that was a catalog episode. And this is going to be 43, where not to buy coins, part 2, late night shopping at house channel coin shows. Don't want to trip up and give any actual real names of these shows. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to go refill my cup of coffee and have some more man cave fun stuff for the night. So remember, do your research, shop around, click around. There are a million resources on the internet for you to find, explore, learn more, ask questions. It's all out there. So I hope I've helped a little bit at least. I hope I haven't been too down on the late night coin shopping house shows. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.